Before I begin this video, I'd just like to say that my last video was my first ever game with the Cincinnati Bengals on Next Gen. What is shown now is that video, so if you want to go ahead and watch that before this video, go right ahead. It's totally up to you if you want to. If you've already watched it, then you can just ignore all the stuff I just said. We're going to be doing our second episode of the Bengals. We're going to do 3 total games. This is our second one. We already played the first one. That's what I was showing. So yeah, we're going to play, and once we go through all this, we're going to get started with the game. And our opponent and the place we're going to be traveling to is Philadelphia and the Eagles. So I'll have to see if we do better in this game than we did the last game. Because let's just say the last game left a lot to be desired. As we are going to start off with the ball, Evans is going to take this and go and get a solid return. He's going to get up to about the 38-yard line. So that's where we'll start off with the ball. 1st and 10, Joe Burrow is going to go back to pass. He's going to throw. Pass is caught by Tyler Boyd. So a good start already. It's 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. We're going to hand off to Joe Mixon, and he is going to fight and get about 6 yards to make it 2nd and 4. And Joe Burrow back to pass again. He's going to throw. Pass is caught again, and it's Hayden Hurst this time, who's able to pick up the first down and then a lot more, putting the Bengals in a goal-to-go situation. 1st and goal at the 5. Joe Burrow finding a wide-open T. Higgins for the first touchdown of the day. As, way better start than the last time. I believe last time we went 3 and out on our first drive, so way better first drive. See if our defense can play better in this game than they did in the last game. As Britton Covey is going to return this, and we'll see how far he gets. He looks like he's going to get a big return here. A bit concerning here for the Bengals, but fortunately for us, we are able to shove him out of bounds before he can get much more. Got up to the 47-yard line of the Bengals. As 1st and 10, they're going to do a jet sweep to Quez Watkins, who's going to use his speed and get a gain of 6 yards. It's technically going to be a pass. It'll be 2nd and 4 at the 41. Miles Sanders is going to take this one for a run to make it 1st and 10 at the 34. Eagles going to run some hurry up here in the first quarter. A bit aggressive here. And see, Jalen Hurts calling his audibles. I don't know why they ran hurry up if they're just going to take forever to snap the ball, but totally my opponent's decision. He rushes for 2 yards with Miles Sanders on the next play. 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Jalen Hurts going to throw, and somehow it's caught by A.J. Brown. He was literally double covered, and he somehow still manages to get it to his man. So credit to Jalen Hurts. That was a really good throw. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. He's going to hand off to Miles Sanders, and one of the Bengals falls down. But fortunately, we do make the touchdown-saving tackle. It's still 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. And they're going to do that jet sweep thing to Quez Watkins, but this time we're more than prepared for it, as it'll be 2nd and goal at the 12-yard line. Jalen Hurts back to pass again. He's going to throw. He had a ton of pressure, and this gets picked off. It gets batted and caught by Chidobe Awuzie, so the Bengals will get the ball back at their own 20-yard line after that pick. Joe Mixon's going to take the handoff here and get a gain of 5 yards to make it 2nd and 5 at the 25. And that will in the first quarter, as we are just going to let this clock run all the way down. So yeah, we will definitely take a first quarter like this. We're up by 7 points, and we got a pick, and we have the ball. So it's definitely something that we can build upon. We'll see if we can do that. It's Jamar Chase able to make a catch there to make it 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. And we'll hand off to Joe Mixon, and he will get a gain of 5 yards to make it 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line. And we will do a fake handoff. Joe Burrow back to pass, rolling out to the right, and he's going to find T. Higgins, who's wide open. He'll be 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And Joe Burrow back to pass again, and he is going to throw to his man Mitchell Wilcox for a gain of about 4 yards on that drag route. 2nd and 6, they'll hand off to Joe Mixon, but this time the Eagles were more than prepared for him as he loses 2 yards on that carry. It'll be 3rd and 8 at the 43-yard line. Joe Burrow back to pass. He's going to throw, and it's caught again by Hayden Hurst. It'll be first and 10 at the 29-yard line. Joe Burrow is cooking right now. He hasn't missed a pass yet. First and 10 at the 29-yard line. He hits Joe Mixon again as he stiff-arms someone, breaks another tackle, and wow, that was a good run by him. It'll be first and 10 after the 17-yard gain by Joe Mixon, really fighting for that. And they'll hand off to him again, and this time the Eagles are prepared for him, as that will just go back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and 10 at the 12-yard line. Joe Burrow back to pass. And he's going to throw to Tyler Boyd on the drag route, and he's going to get a gain of 9 yards to make it 3rd and 1 at the 3-yard line. And we'll see if we're able to punch this in. 3rd and 1, we will, to be determined what we do, I guess. We're waiting. And looks like we'll hand off to Joe Mixon, and he gets in for a touchdown. So already we're up by 2 scores. Way better than the last game. Last game was atrocious, but this game, it's looking pretty promising going into halftime. So we definitely are not complaining about the start that we're having. Not to mention, we have a lot of momentum on our side too, despite being on the road. I guess we'll just have to see how these Bengals perform in the second half. The Eagles do get ball at half, so we will have to stay locked up on defense to keep our momentum this high. First and 10 at the 24-yard line. Jalen Hurts going to throw, and it's dropped by Dallas Goedert. He had an opportunity to make that catch, but he literally just dropped it. He didn't even get touched or anything, just a straight drop. Second and 10 at the 24-yard line. Jalen Hurts going to find a wide open Dallas Goedert this time, making up for that drop earlier. It'll be first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Jalen Hurts back to pass, and he's going to try and do a screen pass, but it didn't really work out for him, as it'll be second and 10 at the 37-yard line. Jalen Hurts back to pass again, and he is going to throw a deep pass, and it's caught by Quez Watkins. That was a good catch by him. Bit of a weird throw, but it is a catch. It is a catch for first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line. Jalen Hurts looks like he just threw this one away, as I don't know if he did, but it just looked that way. Second and 10 at the 34. Miles Sanders going to take this one and get a gain of about 8 yards to make it 3rd and 2 at the 26-yard line. 3rd and 2. Jalen Hurts going to go back to pass. He's going to A.J. Brown, and he somehow makes that catch despite Jesse Bates being right there. Oh my gosh, okay. So A.J. Brown's going to get a touchdown out of that despite Jesse Bates literally being in a perfect position to get a pick. I mean, I don't even know what to say there. I mean, maybe it was just a really good catch by A.J. Brown, but, like, you'd think that Jesse Bates would at least be able to force an incompletion there, but apparently not. As the Eagles get a touchdown, this will be a 7-point game. We have about 31 seconds left. See if we can get something going on before halftime. See if we can maybe get a quick points or something. As first and 10, Jamar Chase able to pick up the first down. We'll definitely need more than that if we're going to kick a field goal or something like that. First and 10 at the 36-yard line. Joe Burrow's going to throw a deep pass, and it's caught by Hayden Hurst. That was a dime. There were Eagles surrounding him, and he still managed to make that throw. So now the Bengals, it looks like they're in field goal range. Now they're definitely in field goal range as Joe Mixon is going to pick up the first down. It'll be about a 43-yard field goal if the Bengals decide to attempt it. And it looks like they will as they call a timeout with 4 seconds left. And the Eagles, for some reason, call a timeout. It looks like they're trying to ice us, but that only works in the second half. As we will attempt the kick here. And the kick is up, and it is good. So we will be up by 10 points going into halftime. So that 31 seconds, and that Bengals offense looked killer on that short drive. The fact that we were able to get a field goal out of that is just impressive. So now we're going to go in the second half, and I mean, honestly, if we can just keep doing what we're doing, we'll probably win the game because we've been playing like really well. So yeah, the Eagles do get the ball though, so hopefully we don't give up a touchdown too quick because this momentum can shift very quickly if we don't play our cards right. As we'll kick off to Britton Covey, see if he returns it. He doesn't really have an opportunity to as he steps out of bounds. It'll be first and 10 at the 25-yard line, and Jalen Hurts going to hand off to Miles Sanders, who only gets about 2 yards. Bengals were well prepared on that play. It'll be second and 8 at the 27-yard line. And the Eagles are going to elect to run some hurry up here. Jalen Hurts back to pass again. He's going to throw, and it's caught by Dallas Goedert, who is wide open in the middle of the field. to make it first and 10 at the 43-yard line. And they will do a jet sweep again to Quez Watkins, who's able to go outside and get a gain of 5 yards. Able to use that speed. He's like perfect for those because he's got like 98 speed. And he's like impossible to catch in the open field. So yeah, those the Eagles really love those jet sweeps. 3rd and 2 at the 49-yard line. Jalen Hurts back to pass. He's going to throw, and it's caught again by A.J. Brown. And oh my, like I'm going to say, like we're not playing bad, but A.J. Brown is really giving our defense some problems. 1st and 10 at the 36. He's going to go deep to Quez Watkins. That was about a bad throw. Quez Watkins was wide open in the end zone, but he literally just missed the throw. 2nd and 10. Miles Sanders is going to take this. And he's getting a huge run here, and he's going to get in for a touchdown as the Bengals run defense kind of slacking on that play. And, now it is a one-score game again. Eagles are going to go for 2. Bit of an aggressive decision. We'll see if it pays off. He's going to throw to Dallas Goedert, and they give that to him. I don't think that was a 2-point conversion, but that call's going to stand. They're going to give him the 2-point conversion. I think it's a little BS that he got that, but what are you going to do? Is the Eagles are going to onside kick, and it actually almost works as the Bengals back up for some reason. Fortunately, we do get the ball still as they kick this one out of bounds. Joe Mixon's going to take the handoff here. Doesn't really go anywhere. These running backs aren't really having much of a day here, except for Miles Sanders. He had that one touchdown, but other than that, it's just been quiet for these running backs. 2nd and 6, Jamar Chase going to take the drag route. It'll be 3rd and inches at the 39-yard line. The Bengals honestly need a touchdown here. They need to try and get some momentum back because that drive that the Eagles had was definitely a hit to our momentum. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Joe Burrow back to pass is going to throw, and it's caught by Hayden Hurst. And Joe Burrow still has not missed a pass. He's 13 for 13. He is insanely accurate today. 1st and 10, we're going to hand off to Joe Mixon. As Joe Mixon is a big hit there. It'll be 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line. And we'll see what we do here. And we're just going to take this to the 4th quarter, my bad. As it's 17-15, so it's a tight game. And it's actually a little more high scoring than you would think because some of these drives that we're doing are taking some time off the clock. That's why it's so late in the game. 2nd and 7, Joe Mixon's going to take this one for a 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. As he's starting to get some momentum going for himself. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line, play action pass. Joe Burrow's going to run out to the right. He's going to throw. And he had Hayden Hurst open, but he missed that throw horribly. As that's his first missed throw of the game. 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line. Joe Burrow's going to throw. But he finds Hayden Hurst anyway on the next play. So I guess it doesn't matter too much. As the Bengals fans can kind of breathe a sigh of relief here. As it definitely was not looking good after that Eagles scored that touchdown. Because they definitely were able to have their way with our defense. And we definitely don't want that. Because if they have that, our chances of winning are definitely in jeopardy. So now we're up by 9 points again. We can breathe a little bit. Obviously, we have to still play, but we can, calm down a little bit. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line for the Eagles, and Jalen Hurts going to snap this ball, and he's going to throw it to A.J. Brown. Bit of a short pass, but he's able to get a gain of 5 yards to make it 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line. Eagles are going to run hurry up here, try and preserve as much clock as they can. They'll hand off to Miles Sanders. Like, why would you hand the ball off in that situation? It doesn't really make any sense. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Jalen Hurts is going to pass again. And he's going to have all kinds of time as the Bengals can't get to him. But he's going to throw this away. He had A.J. Brown open, but instead it'll be 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line. I don't know why. I don't know how you would throw that away. A.J. Brown was open. 2nd and 10. Quez Watkins is definitely open on that place. He's able to burn his man to make it 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. And high snap. Miles Sanders going to take this one, but he can't really go anywhere as the Bengals are well prepared. 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line. This isn't looking too bad. We'll have to see how we play on the rest of this drive. 2nd and 10, Jalen Hurts going to throw a deep pass to A.J. Brown. And as soon as I say that, A.J. Brown makes an insane catch, insane throw, getting wide open for a touchdown. So maybe I should shut up, because apparently when I praise the team, they're going to do that shit. So I don't want that. They're going to go for 2 again. And Dallas Goedert's wide open on the 2-point conversion. So that sigh of relief was short-lived because the Eagles went right back down, scored another touchdown. They're going to onside kick again. I don't know why they're onside kicking. They don't really have much. I mean, I guess they kind of have an incentive too because they want to get back in the game, but it's like it gives us way better field position. So I appreciate it. I'm not going to tell them what to do or anything. It's 1st and 10, sketchy pass, but Hayden Hurst is able to make that catch to make it 1st 10 at 29-yard line. And right now, we just want to choose some clock. And we're going to hand off to Joe Mixon, and he's able to pick up the 1st down. Good fight by him, as that will help in our quest to chew clock, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Eagles still have all their timeouts, so we still have to get some 1st downs if we want to really put this game away. It's 1st and 10. Jamar Chase is dropping that ball. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line. Joe Burrow back to pass. And he's going to have all kinds of times. The Eagles are only rushing 2. As Jamar Chase makes the catch, and he gets in for a touchdown, which you think would be a good thing. But at the same time, our defense has not looked that good in the second half. So we'll see what we do here. See if we kick the PAT or if we go for 2. It looks like we're going to kick the PAT. And if we make this, they can't win the game on the next drive as we do make it. But now it's an 8-point game. They have an opportunity to tie this game right now. If they can go back down and score a touchdown like they've done on the last 2 drives. So yeah, it's going to be a big drive for our defense. If we can stop them here, it'll be big. And that will probably end the game if we're able to do that. 2nd and 8 wide open as Miles Sanders. Definitely can't do that. And he gets out of bounds. We have to keep them in bounds. We have to limit the amount of yards that they get. We want them to burn their timeouts too. And tackles in bounds will help with that. 1st and 10, Jalen Hurts going to throw. And this is picked off. Probably shouldn't have thrown that, but we will take that as Taylor Britt might potentially seal the game as we have all our momentum now. We'll see if we are able to properly close this game out. It's 1st and 10. Joe Mixon's going to take this, and he's going to get the 1st down that we might need to end this game. As they still have the Eagles still have 3 timeouts, but there's really no point in calling them as we can just call 3 kneels as we only have to call 1. So yeah, that's a good victory, 31-23. I will happily take that over whatever the hell I did last time. I'm not going to tell you what happened, but it definitely wasn't pretty. If you want to know what happened, the video's, out there, but as of now, we will celebrate our victory. As Joe Burrow was insane, 16 for 18. All 3 touchdowns, and he didn't have an interception either. As Jalen Hurts, he didn't have a terrible game, but he did have 2 picks. Those 2 picks were clearly killer because we were able to go up 14 because of 1. The other one was a game-ending pick too, as Joe Mixon and Miles Sanders actually had pretty good games, which is pretty surprising considering how Next Gen is, because usually in Next Gen, running the ball is impossible. So the fact that we were able to get that many rushing yards, I guess it's a good thing that we were able to get our running backs going for once, as Hayden Hurst led all receivers in yards. A.J. Brown, Quez Watkins were behind him, as the Eagles didn't do terrible. They just had those 2 costly interceptions. As Jamar Chase didn't do too much, but he did enough. Tyler Boyd only had 2 receptions, as did T. Higgins, but T. Higgins did have a touchdown. That was pretty big. Blocking, there were somehow 0 sacks in this game, which is actually kind of impressive considering how good the pass rushes are in Next Gen. As Cam Taylor-Britt having a big interception to end the game. And yeah, that's the video. I hope you all enjoyed. I certainly enjoyed, because we won, and it's way more fun to commentate when you win a game because you can be a little proud of yourself from winning the game. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. My next video, it will either be a Bengals episode 3 or it'll be another team that I play with. So yeah, that's all I have for now. If you liked the video, I hope you would consider maybe subscribing to the channel. Totally up to you. But anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.